Today we're going to be doing an obstacle course. It's down there, it's pretty cool. See you in a minute.
Hey guys, this is the Rodriguez family. Lexi, Levi, Kyle, mom and dad behind the camera. Get ready for some serious fun. We have decided to do an obstacle course and planned lots and lots of stations. Beanbag toss, laser maze, squirt gun cup race, sponge launcher, and so much more. Get ready, set, go! Go Levi! The first station is shoe kick. They put on their shoe, kept the shoelace loose, and kicked the shoe as high or far as they possibly could. Look at this one. Whoa! Good job, Levi! Sack race. We used my laundry bags for this because how could you have an obstacle? Oops! Are you okay, Lexi? How could you have an obstacle course without sack race? The tunnel. I picked up 2 oversized cardboard boxes from the local appliance store recycle bins, and the kids had hours and hours of fun with these boxes even after the obstacle course. Hoop, rock, paper, scissors. If you win, there you go, Levi. Paper, you pass. If you lose, you have to go back. 2 winners so far. Oops. Sorry, Lexi. Jump over. What kid doesn't like to jump over things? Just make the landing area nice and safe and soft. There you go. Good landing, Kyle. Crawl under the colorful, fluffy, light balloons. I just wish I would have had 50 more balloons to put in there because they just look so good and felt so good. Laser maze. The kids admitted that this was one of their favorite stations. However, they also said that the beams were too high and too close to each other. So next time, when we run an obstacle course and I put this red yarn around the chairs, I will make it sure I will give enough room between the beams and maybe put them a little lower. However, they still had super fun with this. Hoop shoot. We have a basketball hoop that we hang on our door. But this time I hung it on the back of a chair. If you don't have a hoop, then just put a basket on a chair. The igloo. 4 hoops you will need to build the igloo. 1 laying on the ground, 2 standing up and touching each other on the top, and the 4th one just put around it. If you never built one before, try to do it first before the obstacle course. You will see 2-3 ties and you will be a pro. Box pull. I didn't have a tire, so I put a box out there with a 15-pound dumbbell in it. I probably could have used 30 pounds instead. Beach ball blaster. Levi had a blast with this one. You see how easy it is for him to move the beach ball. And not for Lexi. I'm sorry, Lexi. By the time it was Lexi's turn, everything was wet. The ball, the grass, and the tarp. So the ball just did not want to move at that point. So only Levi succeeded with this station. But that's okay. Noodle javelin. I use pool noodles for arts and crafts and for different games, and this is one way to use pool noodles. Sponge run. Go Kyle. You just soak the sponge in the water and then run over to a container to fill it up to the line or to the top. My recommendation is not use a big container because it takes some time to go back and forth. Sponge launcher. The kids said this was one of their other favorite stations. You just use an elastic band and launch anything up into the air. In our case, it was a wet sponge, but you could use ping pong balls, tennis balls, a sponge ball. The kids had super fun with that. Frozen bowling. I filled up 3 balloons with water and put a few drops of food coloring in it. And I froze them overnight. There you go. Excellent! I used Easter eggs and put them in a big container. Filled the container up with water and they had to find their own color. Lexi looked for the pink eggs, Kai for the blue, and Levi for the yellow. If they found their own color, they kept the egg out. If they didn't, they put them back. blow pong. You need a ping pong ball and a straw, and the start and a finish line, or a course like this one that I made out of a jump rope. Noodle tower. I just cut up a pool noodle. In the future I think I will mix the colors, cut up a few different colored pool noodles. It's very important to cut the parts evenly, otherwise if the sides are uneven it's very difficult to build a tall tower with these pieces. Good job, Levi. Boom. Kyle, balance, balance, boom. Target shooting with a squirt gun at coffee filters. The filter has a circle of ink in the middle to see if they really hit the middle and the target, but I placed them a little too close to the target so they destroy the filter. Balance rope. You just walk on a jump rope. I had a long jump rope, I put it on the ground and I made them balance run on the jump rope. And then the jump roping itself. 3 jump ropes. You seen that? Levi's jump rope just flew away. Here's Kai's 1, 2, 3. Good job. Kai is a good jump roper. Here's Lexi, little Lexi, 6 years old. Backwards. 1 more, Lexi. Good job. Look at this. Let it go. It flew up to the roof. Good job, Kyle. Sidewalk obstacle course. Very simple thing to do. Any color of chalk you can use. Any type of line, zigzag, spiral, wavy line, dotted line, instructions written down, circles, hearts, whatever you fancy. They will have fun with it. Faster, faster, stop. The next station is the balance beam. I put shaving cream around it. The balance beam itself is made out of the cardboard tubes that I also scored at the appliance store, and I just duct tape it together. Squirt gun cup race. You just punch a hole or get a hole in a cup, plastic cup. Hang it, as you can see, as I did, between 2 trees, a little line, and you squirt it until it moves from one side to the next. I use the little duct tape to show where it starts and show what they have to reach. Noodle crawl. I put the noodles in the ground with a dowel. Actually, it was more like a kebab stick. I didn't have a strong dowel, but the kebab sticks worked just as well, but I would recommend a dowel anyway. Beanbag toss. I made the beanbags from socks. I filled them up with beans and then I ran out of beans, so I continued with rice. And then I tied a knot on the top and I folded the top part, the extra part, back around the ball sock. At that point it was a ball shape. And then they had to land them on the frisbees. As you can see, we have frisbee golf frisbees, and they had to land the beanbags on the frisbees. Clothespin drop. I had 10 clothespins. They stand on a chair or stool and a vase under them, and they have to stand up straight, tall, and drop the clothespins in the container. Next time I will use a plastic container. The glass idea made me a little nervous. Bubble pop. We always have bubbles around. Oh, bubble top stations are made for obstacle courses, and you can see Levi is using a Q-tip, but you can also tell them to pop the bubbles with their pinky, with their nose, elbows, shoulders, whatever you give them. Even a pool noodle would work. That would be actually pretty fun. Balloon pop. Sunglasses are recommended, and a magnifying glass to capture the rays of sunlight and kind of just center it. You can see Lexi is showing because we started to burn the balloon, but then it was a little harder here because it was around the sunset and the balloon was not too hard. A Nerf gun target shooting, Nerf blast. What kid wouldn't want to have a target shooting with Nerf gun? We put a little dream catcher there in the middle of the target, and every time they hit it with the rival little round balls, it made a sound, a little chimey sound. There she goes. Watch Levi. He hit it almost every single time. 1, 2, 3, go Levi. 4, 5, 6, good job. Boxcar racing. Actually, the kids came up with this idea. They just hop in the boxes and make them move as fast as they can, however they can. Blind ball. You hide behind something. In this case, a parachute that I had. You can hide behind anything and throw the balls out so the catcher doesn't see where the ball comes from or where it goes. It's a very fun game. They did really good. Get ready, Levi. Catch. Good job, Kyle. Water balloon piñata. Poor Lexi. It was very high up and her balloon was very small. But you will see. She will tackle that challenge. Whoa, Levi! You nailed it! Wow! You see, the boys got it right away. And Lexi will get it too, you will see. Oops, you missed. Oh, there's a sponge there. If you don't have water balloons, you can also use a wet sponge. Good job, Levi. Oop! Go get it! Lexi, go get it! Boom! And there they go. Run to the next station. Slip and slide. Didn't even have a slip and slide, so we just used tarps we use for camping and attached it together. They were allowed to throw water balloons at each other, and we tried to do bowling slip and slide, so they needed to knock down those water bottles. Whoa! Slow-mo! Levi! Lexi got wet. Luckily it was a nice warm day, so no problem. Cheese ball toss. Look at that fun station. Shower cap. Shaving cream. Don't pile it up like that, Kai. Put it all over. And just toss anything in that shaving cream that you want to. You can also make it a fun game of how many the person who is wearing the cap can catch. So try to just throw several of them and the person has to catch it instead of just stand there and get it on their head. Sponge bomb. Wet sponge. I wish I would have had a bigger sponge to make them even more wet. Oh, there you go. Good catch, Lexi. Throw it up in the air and let them catch it. Hopefully it's a warm day. Animal sweep. Choose a favorite stuffed animal. Let them sweep from a start to finish line. Put it on a dustpan. Voila. Push fight. Made them stand on my flip-flop, but only with one foot. One leg is raised up in the air. Pull noodles and push each other down. Now don't try this at home. My boys like to do that, but they practice that for a long time. I don't recommend you try that at home. Scream run. Just listen. Fun. How far can you run on one scream? Dance contest. I gave them each 15 seconds to... Actually, it was 10. I gave them 10 seconds to show us what they got. Good job, Lexi. Whoa, look at young boy Kyle go. 10 seconds. He's used up his time. Frozen t-shirt challenge. Super fun station. One of my favorite. You just make a t-shirt wet, fold it up, put it in the freezer for a while, and let them figure out how to unwrap it and how to put it on. It took a long time for them to put it all the way on. You just time them and give them extra points or takeaway points, whatever system you're using. There you go! Good job, Kyle, you did it!
Put it on all the way! Put it on all the way!
Balance act. We have an old paddle board. We just put it on cylinder blocks when Kyle was making it even more difficult. Then we raised it up to 2 chairs. Kids like to balance. Tarp crawl. I wanted them to crawl under the tarp, and we also put the tarp over the trampoline to make it a little longer. They really enjoy this station. Crab walk. You can pick any kind of animal walk. Doesn't have to be crab walk. I like it. It's backwards. Ooh, and the back flip there, Mr. Levi. Oops, Lexi. Water cup sit up. You will see that it will spill right away, but later on, oops, later on they actually could sit up with it. After a few tries, but then I didn't record that, they could actually literally sit up almost all the way with a cup half full of water on their forehead. Flip the hoop, jump in a hoop, raise it up, pull along your body, and drop it behind you. Good job, Mr. Kyle. Great presentation. High five. Can I get a high five from you too, Lexi? Oh yeah. Bike skills. If you have a bike or your sister has a bike, Levi is using Lexi's bike, then just put an obstacle course on for your bike. If you don't have cones, just use plastic bottles or plastic cups. Egg and spoon race! Yay! Nobody ever broke an egg on an egg and spoon race, right? So don't worry, eggs don't fall off. Oops! I'm wrong. I was wrong. It's okay, Lexi, don't worry. It happens, right? It's an egg. We lost an egg. Dress up game. I picked oversized clothing items, jeans, sweatshirt, my jacket, my winter jacket, hat, and mittens, and we timed them. Then we saw how fast they could put all the clothing items on. Oops! Oopsie daisy, let's see, your pants are down. Good job, Mr. Kyle. Cotton ball toss. We made the cotton balls wet. Ooh, good aiming. Look at that. Lexi made it in almost every single time. I gave 10 points for the cups on the circle, and for the middle cup, the cup in the middle, I gave 50 points. Boom. Human ring toss. I used the pool noodles, right? Very versatile material, and I just duct tape it together to make a ring. Hands up. Good. Even in the wind. It was a very windy day. Whoa, good toss, Miss Lexi. Hopscotch bat spin. Hopscotch is fun. Bat spin, not as much. Makes you dizzy. Kyle, keep the bottom of that bat on the ground. Had to keep reminding them to do that, otherwise they lift it. Uh-oh! I figured out that there's something new that Lexi doesn't know. Never done hopscotch. She didn't know how to do it. But look, she tried it a couple of times and there she goes. Not bad, Lexi. You're a quick learner. Good job, Levi. Keep the bottom on the ground. The mischievous course. So our obstacle course is over, but the kids enjoyed it so much that they asked me if they could make their own obstacle course the next day. This is the tunnel of suffocation, they called it. And I don't know if you can see it, but Lexi keeps spraying everybody while they're going through the course. Now that is the tunnel of slime. They put their homemade slime there. Then the obstacle course. And they took away points if you touched anything there, the hoops or the rings. You can see Lexi still spraying them. And then bobbing for bread. Whoops, I didn't feel too good after the bobbing for bread. And this really gross tunnel crawled through. They put milk and eggs between the two tarps and left it there on the sun. Raised box art. Then the next day, after the obstacle course, mine and theirs, they decided that they will race boxcars. This is the teaser trailer of the short video the boys made out of the box race. The person who lost had to spend 24 hours in a cardboard box fort. And since they are good brothers, they both ended up spending 24 hours in the fort. I leave a link in the description of this video to Kyle's YouTube channel in case you want to see that fun video as well. This is our never-ending days and days long field day obstacle course finished. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notifications so you never miss a video.